Hello everybody, this is Shangootiki, and today I'm going to show you how to solo all the heroic quests on every planet. This is after they fixed up a couple other quests. I forget what patch number it was. I'm probably going to just put it in the video description. They fixed up a few of the quests where they were technically not soloable anymore, and well, I'm going to show you how you can still solo them. So, we're just going to go ahead and pick them up right now. Remember, it's important to spacebar like a boss. Yeah. So we're gonna head over to our first one. This is oh, what was the name of this one again? It's not Lights Out. It's the other one that red chick gave us. Anyway, it's pretty important that you have if you have stealth. If you don't, I know people who have just kind of run in and then died and then did the little res and then ghost walk. And that guy used to be an elite. Oh well. Anyway, you can get really far doing that, especially if you just send your tank in to aggro the first mob and then you can just run right by them. Anyway, you got your first guy right here. Mind you, all these fights that I show you are going to be much easier if you tank. If you want to spec tank for these and have a healer with you, you can do all these much easier than what I'm doing right now. Obviously, I'm an assassin, so I can tank if I wanted to, but obviously if you are like me and you want to stay DPS, you don't want to spend 40,000 credits every day just so you can solo your heroic class. You'd rather just not do them or bring a friend with you. But who has friends these days? Anyway, this was my first attempt on this guy. I wanted to show that you can actually do it if you have a tank with you. I actually wiped. He had like almost no health left. If you want to fight this guy with a tanking companion, one of the things you're going to have to do is actually aggro off and blow your personal tanking cooldowns. And with Zay, it could be a kind of a pain because he tends to want to taunt back. So what I usually do is use my regular taunt, and then after he taunts back, I use my AoE taunt and bring it back to me. See? Watch. And does he taunt back? Yep, there he goes. He taunts back. So yeah, Zaylik is about to go down here. So we're gonna try to do this. Also, one of the things I've been trying to avoid, which I obviously didn't do here, is to try to avoid using heroic moment as much as possible to do these. I want to show you the quest that it's absolutely necessary to do it on if you have like my kind of gear level. Obviously, I only got his Columni. I got Ricotta trinkets, and that's really the best I got. Yeah, I thought I would have him right here. Here he is low on health. I actually wiped on this. But so my gear's not all that great. My tank is in Taiwanese gear. He's got a couple good pieces. He's got like 1 or 2 Columni pieces just because I use his gear for when I'm tanking. He actually wears the same gear as I do. It makes a really good coat rack for assassins. I should have just kept attacking him instead of running away. Man, look at that. Anyway, on to the winning clip. Okay, so this time I pulled out my healer companion. I pulled off the shield generator off my tanking companion, but other than that, I'm still in all my DPS gear. I'm in a tanking stance too, and I know it doesn't seem like much, but really it's going to make a big difference. I'm not going to put on all my tanking gear unless it's absolutely necessary for me to. Obviously, that's just going to mean you are going to spend a much longer time fighting these things and getting through these quests. I mean, obviously it's going to take a long time anyway because you're soloing freaking quests that are supposed to be for multiple people. Anyway, do a pretty good job in this guy. He will never do an AoE, even though it's generally a good idea to stay as far away from your companion as possible when you can help it. In this case, it doesn't really matter, except what I like to do with this guy, he puts a debuff on you that reduces your armor, and it stacks up to 5 times. And if it starts to get high, it's usually a good idea to either run away from him or stun him or something to try to get that debuff off you. It's going to last a while too. It lasts like around 10 seconds, so it's going to take a good amount of control for you to get it off. What I used to do with this guy back when he was a lot harder to solo was, I mean, even when I was an actual tank, in tank gear with a healing companion, it was still a lot of trouble to down him just because you couldn't CC him at all. You couldn't interrupt him. He would try to heal himself. Actually, that you could interrupt. You could interrupt the heal, but you couldn't CC him or slow him. So getting that stack off you was just a lot harder. And even though they changed this guy so that he hits harder, he has more health, but the fact that he's CCable actually makes this fight a lot easier. Where I don't even need my tank gear. I just have so much more control over the fight that I mean just one stun and my companion can heal me up a good quarter of my health or so. Like you see right there, that was just a lot of time that he wasn't attacking. Yeah, here's why I'm running away, trying to get that stack off me. There we go. It was at 4 stacks, so that was a lot of armor reduction. You can see how my health dropped pretty quickly there. But yeah, just that one fact that you can CC him. If they wouldn't have changed that, then there would be really no way you can solo this guy. But yeah, he's a lot easier in my opinion. So I mean, obviously, if you're I would think it'd be a lot harder for some classes. Like if you're a gunslinger or a Imperial agent, you're gonna have a harder time for when you have lighter armor and you don't have as many defensive cooldowns as you may like, and plus it's hard to kite when you want to stay behind cover most of the time.
Okay, so now it's on to Lights Out, and this one used to be so much easier if you were stealthy. All you had to do was walk behind these guys, push the buttons, and leave. And then for the big guy, all you had to do was send a companion at him, push the button, and leave. Now it's a little trickier. First of all, they push these mobs back up the stairs, so that if you were to push a button, they'd all aggro and kill you, basically. So here's the trick. You don't have to kill all of them. Just CC the elite, and all you have to do... What the hell am I doing here? Oh yeah, put on my tank. Okay. All you have to do is kill the one that's closest to the button, which is going to be... not that one. Oh, re-CCing. Yeah. That one right there. You kill that one, and as long as that elite is CC'd, you can push a button without aggroing any of them. So, as you can see, I forgot to turn off the AoE on my companion. He just AoEs and breaks that elite out CC. But it doesn't matter. Just blow some DPS cooldowns, whatever you got. As long as you can get that one down, you can vanish. And then you'll be good to go. Now, I know this sounds strange, but when you're doing this with a companion tanking and you have a vanish ability, you want your companion to die before you vanish. He will glitch out if he's alive and you vanish, because it will keep you in combat. That's going to screw you over later on. You won't be able to use your out of combat heal. You won't be able to even use a potion, because if you use a med pack or anything like that, it's actually going to aggro them, because it's being considered a threat, because there's still a mechanic in the game that thinks that you are in combat with these people just because your companion was still attacking them when you vanished. So let them die. Just let them die. No worries. I'm going to go ahead and skip the next one because, yeah, why see the same thing twice? Alright, so now that that's dealt with, we're going to go over and kill this elite over here and push this button. Before they mess all this up in that patch, this used to be so much easier. All you had to do was send your companion in there and then push a button while your companion's fighting and then vanish. It was so awesome. But no, they screwed it up. Now you got to kill this guy. And to add insult to injury, you can't even push a button while in combat. So even if you didn't have to kill this guy, you still wouldn't be able to do it, because the companion fighting him would put you in combat. Now, I always put this guy around the corner because you don't want to fight him by the stairs. You're just going to accidentally aggro a mob and create a big mess. You don't want any of that. Obviously, you can do AoEs behind the wall. Kind of sucks. I'm going to speed this along here because it's a long fight. And once again, I'm using my tank companion, even though it's a lot easier to do all these fights if you just go into your defensive stance and have a shield generator on. You see, whenever he does that AE on your companion, you want to try to either interrupt it or knock him out of it, just like that right there. Now here, I didn't have an interrupt or knockback, so what I did, I put my companion on passive, pull him around the corner. Because that AoE is going to kill him. It's going to do a lot of damage. You don't want that. There's really not much to see here. Just keep doing this stuff. You can blow a heroic move if you want to. We're just going to skip all this and go right to the kill. Yeah, I win. That's something that I keep doing in these quests and a lot of quests like this is that after I kill the boss, I keep forgetting to push the button afterwards. Shang, the button. Don't forget the button, Shang. Where are you going? I do like doing this, so we just pull the mobs and run. And, what are they gonna do? So yeah, after all this fun, so to go back and push the damn button because I'm an idiot. So now on to Freedom the Fallen. This one is stupid, ridiculously easy. Like really, if you're having trouble with this, then there's something you're doing wrong. You do not need to stealth past these guys. The boss is so close to the end of this tunnel that all you gotta do is just send any kind of pet in there to aggro everything. Run past him and then, dead walk after you die to the rest of it. There's so much space at the end of this tunnel to fight this guy that I'm actually going to show a kind of a strange tactic here that is probably going to be viable in some kind of future. Careful, dude. Some kind of future heroic quest where we have a lot of space and the boss is going to hit too hard for really you to fight him or tank him or anything like that. So even though you can really fight this guy any way you want, I'm going to show a completely non-viable way to kill him, which is possible if you want to do this, which is very simply to... Yeah, screwed up here. I want to put guard on my companion because what I'm doing is I'm tanking and I'm just going to kite him the entire time and let my companion wail on him. You can do any kind of fight like this if you got the room. You don't have to on this guy because he punches like a kitten. And it's actually kind of annoying to do on this guy because he keeps CCing your companion and putting down an AoE under or him. Ever her. She's a chick. Yeah. You see her floating in the air right there? He's gonna do that to her for like 10 seconds at a time. It's gonna suck. And one thing that's nice about the Marauder companion is that she will put a slow on him, so it's gonna make this whole kiting process a lot easier. But again, I'm just showing that it's possible. Not showing that this is viable. It's not viable at all. Do not do this. Do not do this way for this guy at all. But keep this in mind for any kind of future quests that they might have to do this. Because, hey, this is Star Wars. The game's brand new. It's going to be a whole lot more quests, possible expansions coming out. You know the deal. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Nothing much more to see here. Just kind of drag him around and put slows on him and stay away from those big blue things. Like, haha, big blue things on the ground. Those are bad? Yeah, look at all the space you have. It's awesome. Anyway, speed up time. And he's dead. Congratulations. Now after you do this, of course, do not forget to push the goddamn button that's behind you, which I forgot to do again. I'm not exactly the brightest person I know. Alright, so that's it for Belsavis. Now on to Ilum. Now, as you can see, there's really not much to show for this heroic quest. I'm just going to kind of speed this one along and give you a few pointers. First of all, if you cannot down the mobs in front of these things, you are highly likely not be able to down the heroics and complete the quest all by yourself. So just grab a group or not do them. If you do not have very good defenses or a very good healing companion, you're going to have a lot of trouble. I'm not really sure how well a healer class with a tank companion will work on this. Obviously, he's not going to move out of the AoEs as much as you like to, which is not at all. As you can see, there's two different guys I'm fighting here, and I wanted to show this clip because this is important. you can see there's two different kinds of AoEs. The one I'm fighting right now is a melee. The melee one's going to do that little blue effect AoE, which is an instant cast. You can't interrupt at all. Now watch this guy. He's going to do a earthquake one, which you can interrupt. And that's important. If you have two melee guys come out with two instant AoEs they can put down, you're screwed. You need at least one of these guys I'm fighting now. If you got two, best of, yeah, good luck. We're not through yet. That's right, we're on to our final and most difficult heroic quest that I will be showing you in this video, and that's on Corellia, End of Torvix. This quest is said to be unsoloable. It is very soloable. It's just a big pain in the ass, and you're gonna have an even harder time if you don't have stealth, because running past these mobs with a death walk, it's gonna be a big pain in the ass. You see, this is my first time actually trying this, so there were a lot of trial and errors in this, and I tried to do this with a tanking companion when I really shouldn't have been. But the trick you're looking for is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to the killing clip, because this took me like 5 or 6 tries. Now, this chick can get a little tricky. As you can see, like right at the beginning of that clip there, she throws down a light bomb, or whatever the hell it is, that blinds you, and you need to break out of it right away. The two people on the side of her are healers. They need to go down first, otherwise you're never going to kill this thing ever. But while you're fighting the healers, it's important to interrupt this one cast that she has called Firebomb. I almost said Smoke Bomb. Firebomb. You want to interrupt that as much as possible. As you can see, I didn't do it there. Look at all the damage my companion's taken. It hurts like hell. You're not going to be able to get it every time. More likely than not. It's okay. This fight, again, is a lot easier if you just tank and pull out a healing companion. You don't even need all your tanking gear. All you need is a stance and a shield, just like always. When you're doing it, though, it's very important to be as far away from your companion as possible. I usually put my companion over there by the bookshelves while I stand back on his grass as far as possible. When you're fighting her, if your tank dies, you can fight her by yourself, and when she does a firebomb, you can't interrupt it. Just do a force shroud, and you'll be fine. Anyway, loot her, get the card off her, and then we're on to the fun part. And now is the time. The final fight against Torvix. You're going to have to fight 3 waves here. Now, these waves, there is a cliff on the other side of the room. You can knock these guys off. I do not suggest doing it unless you know what you're doing. Reason being is because they will glitch and reset the entire fight, because they don't necessarily die if you knock them down there. Really, the only way I found you can do it is to get them pretty low on health and then knock them off. They'll do enough damage where they die. Otherwise, for some reason, falling down to eternity doesn't quite do enough damage to them. See this running around that I'm doing? You're going to be doing a lot of this throughout the entire time. Now, second most important thing you need to know is do not blow your heroic moment at this part. You blow your heroic moment during the second phase. The third phase is easy. If you can get past the second one, you got this. Now I'm going to fast forward so I can show you what I'm talking about. Alright, now that first phase is cleared, it's on to the very, very difficult one. Be sure you have your heroic moments up for this. As you can see, mine's still just coming off cooldown, but it's alright. Now, something that really sucks about these guys is that you can't knock them off the cliff. And they charge, and they do that sucker punch thing, and they do knockbacks, and they also light you on fire. A whole lot of suck. Now, what you're going to be fighting here is actually kind of like mini waves. What's going to happen is that there's going to be 2 strongs and 3 of the regular types of ads that come out. I don't know, it's something like that, but either way, after you kill each one, another one's going to come out until like their entire robot supply is depleted, or whatever. Try to go as far as you can into this phase without using your heroic mode, because more likely than not, the effect is going to end before this phase is over. You're going to be in here for just that long. Be sure you got a very, very geared companion, which I don't have. If you're going to be in a tanking stance during this, be sure to put your guard on your companion, or else more mobs are just going to go over and try to hurt him, and he's going to start healing himself instead of healing you, and you don't want that. You want all the heals to be on yourself. You can see I'm still running around a lot. There's still going to be a whole lot of that. You want to snare and stun as many of the big ads as possible. Try to take out the little ones if you can, and then finish all the big ones. You can see, like, as each one dies, like, another one comes. It's such a huge pain to deal with. Anyway, I'm gonna fast forward again so you can see the final phase.
Chance that I've got to tell you, bring out your frowns. You'll know this thing never ends. Yeah, you'd be stupid not to give it a shot.
And that's the last of them. Once again, you're gonna have some time to heal up before the final phase here, and this one's really, really easy. This guy, he only has a couple things to watch out for. First off, he is going to drop an AoE on your healing companion a lot that your healing companion will not be able to jump out of, but that's okay. It does very, very little damage. Just one ability, and he can heal himself up all the way, just like that, and then continue healing you. He does do this ability often. You can see right there, this robot does their knockback. That knockback is considered like a spell. I know, it's kind of weird. It doesn't just push you, so you can force shot out of it if you like predict it just right and you hit your force shot right before he does it. He doesn't actually knock you back. Like right there, I almost had it, but I was just a little bit short. This is nothing special. Just go through this a whole lot. No need for heroic moments or potions or really any kind of tanking cooldowns whatsoever. This guy is really simple. Again, going to fast forward because there's no point in you watching 20 minutes of me stabbing a lightsaber to a robot. All right, let's go. And that's it. You have soloed the end of Torvex. Or at least you did if you did all those things that I did, which helped me. Even if you haven't stayed on farm, it's still probably going to be a few tries for you, so if you do wipe on it, especially the second phase, don't let yourself down. You can still do it. If you can down that one chick that drops a card that gets you to the elevator in this instance, then you're very, very likely going to be able to do this part too. It's difficult, yes, just hang in there, get through that second phase, and you got this. Just be patient, just stop running around. Yeah, this whole pipe thing, I never really got this second thing, I just got lucky. I know you gotta get something to pass through all those points. Anyway, if you liked this video, please hit the like button. My name is Shangootiki. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Star Wars stuff or some of the other games that I play, including games that I play with a lot of my friends. As always, take care guys, keep rocking, and good luck.